Well, mentors can be family members.
Oh, most definitely, and that's the case with Sindarius Thornwell. You know, this time last week, no one knew if he would be drafted, but now USC's Sindarius Thornwell has reached the ultimate goal of making it into the NBA. But there is one man who was very important in the process of growing Sindarius into the player he is today. Here's more.
Appreciate it, man.
Draft night for aspiring pro athletes is the pinnacle for their careers. It's the start of dreams becoming a reality. USC's Sindarius Thornwell went back to his hometown of Lancaster for his NBA draft watch party. He was surrounded by family and friends, but one person was missing, his uncle DeJuan. Better known as Country, DeJuan passed away in 2015. DeJuan was the catalyst for his nephew's career. Sindarius became SEC Player of the Year and one of the best Gamecocks to put on a uniform by the end of his senior year.
He went everywhere with Sindarius playing. He the one started him in the basketball. AU, the whole thing. I mean, DeJuan was there, you know, and his health started declining like in 2015, and he had heart surgery. So, but other than it, DeJuan was his everything. We all miss him. We really do.
After years of training, games, ups and downs, and success, the moment happened when Sindarius found out that his dream came true.
The Milwaukee Bucks select Sindarius.
What does this mean for you personally, given that, you know, your uncle isn't here to see this day? What do you think he'd be saying to you right now?
I don't know. He'd be going crazy. He'd be going crazy if he was here, but I don't know, man. But I'm glad to still make him proud, though, you know. So, you know, that's the main thing.
Shortly after being drafted by the Bucks and learning he would be a LA Clipper through a trade, Sindarius was overcome with emotion as he hugged his grandmother. Greg Wade, Sindarius' father, helps describe his son's draft night.
Very special, cause he came a long way. I mean, he put out when people thought he wasn't gonna put out. He came a long way. As a father figure, I'm proud of him. Because I know the one we're in now, he'll be proud of too.
Sindarius can keep making his uncle and family proud as he embarks on his NBA career. And DeJuan is still watching over his nephew, just as he did when he first picked up a ball. And tomorrow is DeJuan Thornwell's birthday. He would have been 44 years old. So no doubt Thornwell thinking of him and, of course, hopefully dedicate that rookie season to his uncle.
I bet he will, yeah.
All right. Up next, our state has named a new history teacher of the year, and she hails from the Midlands. Find out who she is in just a moment.
In a rematch of last year's college football championship, Alabama and Clemson met again, and it was a classic in Tampa in Raymond James Stadium. The Tigers coming back from a 14-point deficit against Alabama, but guess what? Deshaun Watson hits Hunter Renfrow with 1 second remaining, and that is the difference in the game. The Clemson Tigers on top of the college football world.
Watson, touchdown!
Just kind of slowed down the moment, just kind of, you know, smiled to myself and just knew, because I knew that we were inside the 5 and I knew they're going to play, you know, straight cover 0 man. And I knew just if Tay make his block and get the little pick, you know, Renfrow, like I said, was going to get in the end zone. And, you know, I just kind of smiled, and I knew before I even stopped the ball, it was going to be a touchdown. And all I had to do was just get the ball to him. And, you know, I just, you know, slowed down a moment. Everyone made their blocks and did their part, and, you know, I did my part, and we pulled it out.
It's been such a journey for me. It's almost like I got knocked out in the third quarter, and it's just all a dream. And just credit to, I think my faith in God really got me through. Just passing up the money to go to App State and coming and playing for a guy like Coach Sweeney and a quarterback like Deshaun is pretty special.
And as we finished practice yesterday, and I called him up, and the last thing, we always finish with our victory formation. And I said, tomorrow night in that stadium is how we're going to end the game. And I didn't think we were going to get a chance to do that when we surprised onside and got it. So then they tell us that we got to take a knee, but it was just meant to be. You know, it really was. And, you know, what a way to win a national championship, to be able to go out on the field with 1 second and take a knee.
And what a way to end the season for the Clemson Tigers, especially Deshaun Watson. He didn't win the Heisman Trophy, but in the post-game press conference, Dabo Swinney said, hey, the Heisman Trophy missed out on Deshaun Watson because he put on a memorable performance, a clutch performance for the Clemson Tigers in his last game wearing number 4 for Clemson. And we'll see what happens next year for the Tigers, who will no doubt have a target on their back next season. Reporting from Tampa, inside Raymond James Stadium, Joe Cook, News 19, WLTX.
Joe Cook is in Dallas with more on the team's first ever national championship.
The South Carolina women's basketball team are champions. And one player, for her, this was an emotional win, really an emotional year, but her goal was to win a championship, and she did that with someone very special in mind, A'ja Wilson, doing it for her grandmother. She dedicated the season to her, and she ends the season with a national title. Her father, Roscoe Wilson, also adding to the fact that her family has really supported her throughout this season, and they actually coached her throughout her career, and to see everything culminate in this moment is big for him as well. But A'ja Wilson dedicating this season to her grandmother, and surely she is smiling down on A'ja.
It means everything. She was my pride and joy. She still is my pride and joy, and she really helped me through tough times and adversity, and for her to just kind of be up there in heaven, seeing a front row seat to this game, I hope she's cheering for joy, and it's just a great feeling to kind of do this for her, honestly, and I just love the fact that she's playing within me. I have her tattooed on my wrist, and I just kind of rub across here, and she really kind of helped me. She was within me this game.
What's her name?
Hattie Race.
I am just a proud, prancing around here dad. Like a peacock, they say. I am so proud of my father. Passed away. They were good buddies. My mother, her grandmother, Toot, Ms. Rakes, my wife's mother. She helped A'ja on offense, and my daddy helped A'ja on defense. They were offensive and defensive coordinators.
I guess that's what grandparents are for. They put things together for you. They're always on your side. So shout out to my grandparents.
So the Wilson family overcome with joy this morning as A'ja Wilson brings home a national championship to South Carolina, to Hopkins, South Carolina, to Heathwood Hall as well. The Palmetto State, one of their own, bringing in a national title.